We are going to have a lot of stuff to break down in this minute. My name is Brian.
I'm Richard.
And this is I Love You 3000 Minutes. We took the palladium from inside Tony Stark's discarded arc reactor that he threw away at the end of Iron Man 3. I mean, Pollution Man, really? Dude, after you were trying to bring clean, sustainable energy to everyone with your tower in New York. But anyway, we took that, put it in a ice cube mixer, and shredded the ice cube, shredded the palladium, threw in a little bit of Pimtac, downed that, then we blacked out for, I think, a month. Because I was wearing an I Voted bracelet, and then, I look at the date when we woke up, and it was a month later, but 12 years in the past. So now we're going to rewatch the entire Infinity Saga, one marvelous minute at a time, from Iron Man 1 to Spider-Man Far From Home, and I messed that order up again. But this is the 62nd minute of Iron Man 1.
What order did you say you're messing up? From Iron Man to Spider-Man Far From Home?
I'm supposed to say from Iron Man 1 to Spider-Man Far From Home, one marvelous minute at a time. But I'm saying one marvelous minute at a time before Iron Man to Spider-Man Far From Home. But that's the least of the problems with what's going on in this head. Mm-hmm. So to fix that, Dr. Richard, can you tell us what happened in this minute?
Yeah.
He's my doctor. He takes care of me.
Settles down, dummy, using a fire extinguisher.
That's what he tells me every time we talk. Settle down, dummy.
Are you done, dummy?
Pretty good.
The arm of dummy with a fire extinguisher is about to... It looks like he's about to do it, and he screams, and he tells him to put it down.
Yeah, the great part about that moment is in the trailer... Mm-hmm. He always landed, and it immediately cut to that closer shot of him saying, "Yeah, I can fly." Yep. So we didn't get that moment. So when you're in the theater, you're expecting one thing we've seen 100 times in the trailers, and then you got that extra joke. It's
a well-cut trailer. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
hiding the funny.
So immediately after he says he can fly, they start showing his armor being put on him.
Mark II.
And it has a round emblem in the chest piece that you pointed out before. It's not the triangle that we all know. It's not colored in yet. It doesn't have the red and gold on it yet. I would imagine it would be hot in that suit of armor, but he probably has a super advanced cooling system in there for himself. So
yeah, he can literally pee in his suit and then drink the water. He says that in Iron Man 2. That's not my joke.
Really?
Yeah, it's people always ask me, how do you pee in the suit? Just like that. And then Pepper goes up to him when she's trying to get him to stop and end the party, and she's like, "You just peed in your suit. It has a water filtration system. You could drink that water."
Said you could drink it. Okay. Not that he regularly drinks.
I didn't say he regularly does it. I just say it's the thing that he does when he loses a bet with a good-natured friend. About whether he said nostalgic or that thing that I've already forgot that I said.
Don't do it.
Drink the pea water? Or
don't do it.
Why do you think... I know I'm a troubled case, but I have limits.
Okay. All right, that's cool. I don't know, just when I play that... and when I think of the list of things that could happen, I imagine I could walk in the door and you say, "Hey, Richard, I started filtering my own pee. You can drink it."
I'm glad that my reputation makes you think that, but I'm saddened that you know me so little.
At this point, it's not reputation.
You're my reputation.
At this point, it's not reputation.
It might be a bad reputation.
It's being your roommate for 8 months.
I've done nothing.
Guys, I don't actually think he would do that, okay? It wouldn't surprise me, though, but we're going to move on.
God damn. Submit your applications to be the new co-host of the show with the subject line positivity to I Love You 3000 Minutes
I can be
gmail.com. So you're just choosing not to. Anyway.
I'm reacting naturally. Let's go.
I honestly don't know how we got to the pee part from whatever you said. Oh, super heat cooling system inside the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He talks to Jarvis from inside his suit, and it's pretty clear he has Jarvis inside his suit now. We see the first iteration of Mark II Iron Man, and it's pretty freaking awesome. Personally, when I get a badass car with a sweet engine, I have an okay car right now, I'm going to make sure it's metal colored. Okay, because I just want it to look like a badass machine. That's what the color on here on Iron Man looks like right now.
So what you're saying is that you're gonna paint your future Tesla metal.
No, it comes in that color.
Yeah, because you have a pre-order for the Roadster.
The Cybertruck. I have a pre-order for the Cybertruck.
Yeah. Oh wait, was that your whole point, that you're getting the Cybertruck?
No, just the color of the suit looks badass. That was the whole point.
I thought you said you were painting like a cool car that color or something.
Not that I'm painting it. No, gotcha. Just that I would prefer you can buy cars with that color.
Very nice. I had Roadster in my mind because when you said badass car, I was like, what's the most badass car in my mind? Roadster. There's going to be a Roadster joke, and I was like, forget it. Anyway. Yeah, it's interesting the different shades of metal at the 14, 15 second mark on his arm. One's very shiny, is this brushed metal? I'm such a man. I was like, here's the line to be a man. Do you know can you identify brushed steel on your first guess? I'm above that line.
So I like the idea that all the intermoving parts from his arm pieces and his boot pieces, you can see, they're exposed and they get covered. It's like you see more functional inside workings of his armor, or of his armor. So
yeah, it's like defensive pieces that can also vent if they need.
Pretty sweet. Picks up the mask. We get the Tony vision for the first time. You see his face inside the mask, and heads up display, also known as a HUD. Check. Yeah, he says a lot of technical stuff that I actually missed on the first viewing of the minute.
Jarvis has been uploaded to the suit.
Gotcha.
Right?
He made a common enough interface between the suit and the rest of his home where he's able to just download the configurations from his home for his suit, which is cool.
Yeah. He even says, shall we start the virtual walk around?
Yes. And I'm not sure what he's going to be walking around, if it's just his garage or whatever, or just going around all the functions of the suit to test him out for the first time. So Jarvis continues to say, uploading preferences, calibrating environment, did he say? Check controls, calibrating environment, which could be how his HUD views the environment around him.
Yes. Yeah.
And check surfaces. Maybe that is Jarvis checking all of the individual surfaces in his vision to analyze them, what he would, as he might during battle, this surface will break easier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so I've got a few things right off the bat, and then we're going to go through everything bit by bit. But what does the inside of the mask at 15 seconds remind you of?
Man in the Iron Mask. Kind of Groot-ish, I guess.
Vader, Darth.
Sort of, yeah.
Kind of looks like Darth Vader's mask, and they already made some, Star Wars references before.
Got you, okay.
Might look like the inside a little bit, maybe?
Maybe.
What is this, though, at the bottom right-hand cheek? Does that look like a little buzzsaw?
A tiny hose. No, there are hoses that look like that.
This with the little rivets?
Yeah. Well, no, just like a ridged hose going around, and that inside is just a different color, different part of the helmet.
Okay.
I'm guessing here. But
all right, so we get that heads-up display go on. We get a few flickers of the pieces of the armor from the outside at around 18 seconds. We get the outside view going over his eyes, and then get a flicker of the actual eye slit and the shoulder pieces, all the outside metal parts, and then heads-up comes on. Let's see if we can see any of these stats on here.
Looks like some eye tracking stuff.
Yeah, there's eye tracking on there. It might give him a zoomed view because it says ×5. He can zoom in on things. Something says 100%, 256 OPX. This is all around the 21 second mark. To his right, from his perspective, but on the left from ours, there's some data. What is this? Like scrolls of data, basically?
It just looks like data. We can't make out what it actually says, though.
All right.
There's some sort of feed of system data or something, it looks like.
Get some more schematics. There's something over here that I was looking at. Oh, what's this 3938 to his left, our right?
I'm guessing those are degrees of head movement as relation to the rest of the world. Airplanes have a similar thing, so they know exactly how many degrees up from the Earth they're facing or down towards the Earth they're facing.
Gotcha. The 4039 moves a little bit on its own. So that it's just calibrating?
Could be calibrating. Does his head move at all when it moves on its own?
No. But here's where I think the virtual walk around is coming from. It scans at 22 seconds his whole garage and all the pieces, zooms in on stuff, even highlights certain things. For some reason, it zooms in on that. What's that white thing that first gets illuminated?
Down here, this thing.
Right there.
Oh, let's zoom in.
In the middle at 22 seconds.
It looks like some sort of microscope station, because that looks like a microscope thing right there. And then it looks older.
Okay. But yeah, it scans a few things like, I think maybe the engine he had, but anyway, it gets the whole environment. It has 0, -20. Is this on the right-hand side around the 22-second mark? Is that also?
I can only guess right now. Yeah, I think maybe. So, because figure when he looks straight up, it's going to be 90, right? And so it's at 40 or
it's at 0 right now.
It's at 0 there, but then as you get higher, it's 40, 60. But again, I'm guessing. So,
what could mag DTO mean? Mag and DTO?
Nope, I don't know.
All right. Is this a map on the bottom right-hand corner?
It looks kind of globe-like. Why don't you? Let's hit play and see if we can make it out a little bit. Or.
And there's also 0s and 1s to the left. Oh, wait. There's a word down there. I think it just says Stark Industries. Stark something?
Stark Inquest?
Yeah, something like that. This might be the fault line. Isn't there a fault line near California because of the earthquakes?
It's true. That might also say Stark... No,
Stark House.
Stark House, okay.
Yeah, it says Stark House on the left, so this might also be the coastline.
Gotcha.
So there's a little map there. But yeah, there's on the right it says 060, 040, 020, and 0. And then on the left it says 01000 and so forth, and negatives of that. So if there are things specifically about those that anyone knows about, please don't hesitate to say. Also at the top there's like a 3, a 23, a 43, 63, 83, and then in the opposite direction it's -17. Which doesn't make...
Have you ever, hear people in, like, Survivor say, like, the stupid TV show 237 West, 294 South, or whatever?
I think I only watched the first season.
Yeah. Also, it's in video games, too. They have a compass at the top. When he rotates his head, I think you see that shift a little bit, and I think that's using that system of, like... I really have no idea how the system works or what it is. I don't pay that much attention to it, so...
There's also, at the 25-second mark, TGT distance.
TGT distance. It could be distribution also. Or target distance. How about that? That's what that could be.
Gotcha. Then there's northwest RNG.
Range, elevation.
Oh, 322 meters is its range, and its elevation is 299 meters.
I was thinking that was supposed to correspond to that wheel, though. Like, I don't think that wheel's going to be 3,000 meters away.
Well, it has those details before it zooms in on that. So I'm thinking, considering what's going to happen in the upcoming sequence, the meters might be height or a range for Mark II armor. Because it also says weapons and has details on that. But yes, you are correct. It also zooms in on the wheel on what kind of car was that? The silver?
That's an Audi, I'm pretty sure.
Am I correct in saying that motorcycle wasn't there next to that Audi before?
I mean, we might have just missed it. It might have been out of shot.
Yeah, in the last minute, it is not there. And time has passed for him to have that new layer of the suit, so there may have been a scene where he takes his motorcycle out, one of those 2 motorcycles at the end, and then parks it up.
Could be. Or maybe he wanted to see if he could ride a motorcycle with his suit. Like, wonder if this works.
Well, to be fair, that motorcycle had to have been moved before he puts this suit on. This new version of the suit.
Right.
So he would have had to just had those arm pieces. Well, let's see if we can see any of the details on the car. No, nothing on that wheel zoom in or the window zoom in. However, there is a little schematic of the car. It identified the car based on those 2 details. And now it's...
Oh, hey, let's see if we can figure out what the copper-colored car is here.
Yeah, at...
Melbourne?
At 28 seconds, it zooms in on the orange car. Or did you say copper car?
I mean, I was talking about the color. It looks copperish.
So, yeah, we don't have 4K clips of this.
Let's see here. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, let me just go into iTunes.
Melbourne, 57.
If I go into my digital copy,
Sure.
we might be able to zoom in on there.
Sure.
Well, we won't be able to zoom in that much, but
maybe
it'll be
clearer.
a clear...
Yeah.
No help.
Is that 4K? I think it was...
I don't
Damn
think
it!
it's 4K. It's not gonna...
Okay.
It was as clear on the digital copy as it was on here. Maybe Malibu, 57.
I want to say Melbourne.
Melbourne, 57.
Let me use my phone to see if that means anything.
Okay. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't help at all. It had when we cut to inside right after, it had that car on the heads-up display, but it is still not clear.
Nope, I don't know.
All right, so during this shot inside, there's more details that we don't really get too much of. I think we get the zoom on his eye changing from like 0 to 100, and yeah, it's showing it's zooming on his left eye. And there's one part of the heads-up display that has his body or suit in there near the bottom.
Said there's one shot that has a part of his suit towards the bottom. What?
There's just a little circle near the bottom of his display that shows him or his suit. And then at around 35 seconds, when it's taking in more details, it takes the detail of the tire on that silver car once more, and then starts going through the entire exit ramp. And this is what I was talking about. At 37 seconds, it takes that suit and then makes it bigger and shows kind of how the pieces can be disassembled on the Mark II armor. And again, we get an outline of the outside suit on his face.
Interesting.
And then at 42 seconds, it shows a zoomed in view of his leg armor kind of venting.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then we cut to the legs and they actually vent. So I don't know how he activated that since he didn't say anything, but it starts doing the whole vent thing. And man, this music makes this moment. Without this music, this wouldn't even be as cool, but his suit is just kind of stretching out all the venting parts for him. And that's where we're in at the minute, but I want to skip back near the beginning because there's something that I forgot to mention. When the arm part is screwing in, it says Stark Industries on the actual
drill or whatever.